In the far reaches of a cold and windswept land, where the sun lingered low on the horizon and snow whispered secrets across frozen hills, there lived a peasant with many children and little to feed them. One bitter evening, as the wind howled like wolves, a knock came at the door. It was no man who stood outside, but a towering white bear with eyes like starlight. "I will make you rich beyond imagining," the bear rumbled, "if you give me your youngest daughter." The family was terrified, but desperation is a powerful master. After long pleading and the promise that no harm would come to her, the girl, brave and sorrowful, agreed. Wrapped in a cloak, she mounted the bear's back and vanished into the endless snow. They traveled far, through forests of ice and skies thick with auroras, until they reached a hidden palace of gold and silver deep within a mountain. There, the girl lived in wonder and mystery. Every night in darkness, someone joined her in bed. He never spoke, she never saw him, and each morning he was gone. Loneliness gnawed at her heart. One night, unable to bear the silence, she lit a candle while he slept and gasped. The face before her was not of a beast, but of a beautiful young prince, sorrow written in his peaceful expression. As she reached to touch him, 3 drops of wax fell onto his skin. He woke in horror. "You have broken the spell's condition," he whispered. "Now I am doomed to marry a troll princess in a castle east of the sun and west of the moon." With a cry, he vanished before her eyes, swept away by the curse that bound him. But the girl did not collapse in despair. She ran, she climbed, she searched. She faced bitter winds, dark forests, and wild creatures. Old women with eyes like ravens gave her enchanted items: a golden apple, a silver comb, a flask of truth, and told her the only way to reach the prince was to ride the winds. North Wind, wild and proud, carried her through storms and lightning, over mountains that scraped the sky. Finally, they reached the castle of the trolls, a cold and cruel place where false beauty covered ancient evil. There she saw him, her prince, pale and distant, a prisoner dressed for a wedding he did not want. Using her gifts, she tricked the troll princess into letting her into the prince's chamber. And that night, the prince remembered her courage, her love, her fire. The next morning he declared, "I will marry no one but the girl who came east of the sun and west of the moon to save me." The trolls shrieked and raged, but their power shattered like ice under spring's sun. The spell was broken. The trolls turned to stone. The castle crumbled into dust. The prince and the girl rode home, on the back of the wind, across skies bright with stars. They were wed with joy and tears, and no shadow of magic or sorrow ever touched them again. Themes: love defies distance and darkness. Bravery is born in the heart, not in strength. Even the gentlest soul can outwit monsters.